Namaste. In this video lecture, we will learn about the story of village Palampur from Social Science of Class 9 based on NCERT textbook. To get study material for this chapter, please visit our website. Also, you can purchase printed books and soft copy from Amazon or Flipkart. If you have any questions or queries, please feel free to contact us by calling or sending us a message on WhatsApp on the number given on the screen. Subtitle option is also available for this lecture. Here is an overview of what you are going to learn from this lecture about this chapter. This fictionalized account of a village of Palampur is based on a research study conducted by Gilbert Etienna of a village in the Bulandshahr district of Western Uttar Pradesh. The story's purpose is to introduce some fundamental concepts related to the production process. Overview of Palampur village. Palampur's primary source of income comes from farming. A limited number of other production activities are carried out on a small scale, such as dairy farming, manufacturing, transportation, and shopkeeping. There is a good communication between Palampur and the nearby villages and towns. There are 3 kilometers between Palampur and Raiganj, a large village. There is an all-weather road that connects the village to Raiganj, then on to Shahpur, which is the nearest small town. In addition to schools and health centers, roads and public transportation are available as well as electricity connections, which are available in the majority of homes. Organization of production. Production is defined as any activity that produces the goods and services that are required. These necessitates the use of 4 elements: land, labor, physical capital, and human capital, collectively referred to as factors of production. The factors are land. It is the first and the most important requirement. Other natural resources such as water, minerals, forest, and so on are required as well. Labor. It is used to carry out the various production processes and activities. Manual workers, as well as highly skilled or educated individuals, may fall into this category. Physical capital. It includes 2 subcomponents. Fixed capital. Fixed capital refers to the asset or capital investments that are required to begin the production of goods or the provision of services. Buildings, machines, and tools, to name a few examples. Working capital. Working capital refers to the raw material and cash on hand that are available for use. These are employed during the course of manufacturing operations. Human capital. It is a combination of knowledge and initiative. It is necessary to combine all of the above mentioned inputs in order to produce the output. Farming in Palampur. Fixed land. In Palampur, farming is the primary source of income for the majority of the working population. Farming provides a living for approximately 75% of the population. The land area under cultivation in Palampur is fixed, which means that the farm production cannot be increased as a result. Since 1960, there has been no increase in the amount of land under cultivation in the country. Ways to grow more from the same land. Some of the ways through which farmers grow more from the same land are multiple cropping. Farmers practice multiple cropping, which is the practice of growing more than one crop on the same piece of land at the same time throughout the year, in order to increase the production from the same piece of land. Jowar and bajra are crops that farmers grow during the rainy season, Kharif, and these crops are used as cattle feed. Potatoes are planted in the month of October to December as a third crop after the Kharif harvesting season. The wheat harvest takes place during the winter season, Rabi. Aside from that, they cultivate sugarcane, which is an annual crop. The irrigation system in the village of Palampur is extremely well developed. tube wells that have taken place of Persian wheels, which irrigated small fields through wells. As a result, by the mid 1970s, irrigation had been installed throughout the village's entire cultivated area of 200 hectares. Palampur's irrigation pattern is superior to that of other parts of India, according to experts. Modern farming methods of HYV seeds. Modern farming methods, which produces a higher yield, can also be used to increase production. High yielding varieties, HYVs, of seeds are introduced to Indian farmers during the Green Revolution in the late 1960s, which resulted in an increase in their crop production. Farmer communities in Punjab, Haryana, and Western Uttar Pradesh were among the first in India to adopt modern farming methods. In Palampur, the yield of wheat increased from 1,300 kgs per hectare to 3,200 kgs per hectare when using HYV seeds as opposed to 1,300 kgs per hectare when using traditional seeds. Sustenance of land. Water levels below ground have decreased as a result of extensive use of irrigation water required by modern farming methods. This has a negative impact on the soil's fertility even more. Modern farming methods have resulted in an overexploitation of natural resources. Because of the increased use of chemical fertilizers, the Green Revolution has resulted in a reduction in soil fertility in many areas. Effects of chemical fertilizers. Using chemical fertilizers, you can provide minerals to the plant that dissolve in water and are readily available to them. However, they also pollute groundwater, rivers, and lakes, as well as degrade the environment. Punjab has the highest per capita consumption of chemical fertilizers in the entire country. Chemical fertilizers kill the bacteria and microorganisms in the soil, reducing the soil's natural fertility as a result of their use. Land distribution in Palampur. Because of all the people in Palampur are involved in agriculture, the town does not have enough land for agriculture to flourish. Palampur has 450 families, 150 of whom are landless, with the majority of them belonging to the Dalit community. 240 families own land, with the majority of them cultivating small plots of land less than 2 hectares in size. As a result, they must seek additional employment. Over 2 hectares of land is still under cultivation by the remaining 60 families of medium and large farmers. Farm labor. Farmers are either from landless families or from families who cultivate small plots of land. Farm laborers are employed by the government. It is possible that the laborers will not be hired for the entire year. He or she may be hired on a daily basis or for specific tasks such as sowing and harvesting crops and vegetables. Some laborers in the village have also ventured into the non farm sector, and some are reliant on the generosity of moneylenders. Capital needed in farming. Because modern farming methods necessitate a significant investment of capital, the farmers will require additional funds to carry out his or her operations. Moneylenders charge them a high rate of interest, which they cannot afford. Agriculture provides large and medium sized farmers with their own sources of savings. Sale of surplus farm products. The large and medium farmers in Palampur keep a portion of grain they produce for their own consumption and sell the remainder on the open market. These farmers make a substantial amount of money from this sale, which they use to further their agricultural endeavors or to begin non farm businesses. As a result, their working capital as well as fixed capital are increased as a result of this surplus money. Different non farm activities in Palampur. At the moment, only about 25% of the working population in Palampur is employed in non agricultural occupations, according to the latest available data. almost identical to the percentage of non-farm working force in rural areas of the country. This figure is significant. These activities are dairy in Palampur. After farming, dairy is the most common activity in Palampur. The milk produced is sold in the nearby large village Raiganj. The milk is transported to faraway towns and cities from collection cum chilling centers at Raiganj. Manufacturing in Palampur. Palampur has a manufacturing sector that employs less than 50 people, according to official figures. It is carried out on a limited scale. The majority of this manufacturing is done at home or in the fields with the assistance of family members. Laborers are not employed in the manufacturing industry. Trade in Palampur. Trading in Palampur is carried out by shopkeepers who purchase wide range of goods from wholesale markets in the cities and resell them in the villages. Few of the families who live in close proximities to the bus station have opened small shops where they sell snacks and other items. Transport sector. In Palampur, a large number of people work in the transportation industry, including rickshawalas, tongawalas, jeep, tractor, and truck drivers, as well as people who drive the traditional bogie and bullock cart, among other things. Over the last several years, the number of people employed in the transportation industry has increased. Thank you for watching this lecture. I hope you have understood and learned all the concepts and definitions from this chapter. If you have any question, queries, or any doubt and need personalized help, please contact us on the number given on the screen. You can also get study material for this chapter and subject from our website, or you can purchase printed books and soft copy from Amazon and Flipkart, which will help you prepare quickly and easily. Please check video lectures of other subjects and topics on our website. Thank you.